Please go subscribe to the Rumble channel for Franchise Sports TV under the name FSTV22. Now, I'm using that Rumble channel for any purposes of me getting kicked off YouTube and also for more of my spicier joints. It's free as well. I have the freedom to say whatever I want to say as well. So go subscribe to FSTV22. That is Franchise Sports TV 22 on Rumble. On another episode of Late Packer News, Packers looked sharp yesterday. They looked very sharp against the hometown team, the Arizona Cardinals. I was not expecting this at all. I was expecting the fifth grader, Kyler Murray, to go run around and run laps around the Packers defense. I was expecting James John Connors to do the same, but that didn't happen. I didn't turn on this game until second quarter because my ass couldn't get up to watch this game at 10 o'clock. I didn't get up to probably almost like 11, maybe 10:45. And I started watching this game, and the Packers were already up 14-0. So I was like, oh, I was not expecting this at all. I was not expecting this at all. But the Packers dominated the Arizona Cardinals 34-13, and it wasn't even close. Jordan Love actually looked sharp. It's like he's continuing to get better and better each game since coming back from that MCL. So the MCL injury that he has. He's even running on that knee. He's running on that knee like fine. I think he had a bunch of yards running using his feet. But there's one thing there's one thing that must happen moving forward with Jordan Love. He's got to cut down on the interceptions. Let me see something real quick. Why can't they ever put the stats up? Damn it, just give me the stats. Stop giving me all this fluff. Doesn't matter what sports website you go to, it's always giving you this fluff. Gee whiz. I need to make my own sports. I need to make my own sports websites. Kept saying sports channel. I already got that. Let's see here. I hate when they do that. Just give me my damn freaking stats. Gee whiz. Let's see here. I got it now. In this season alone, Jordan Love has thrown for 1,131 yards, completion percentage 58.9, 12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, with a QBR rate of 101.6. Last year, he threw for over 4,000 yards, completion rate 64%, threw 32 touchdowns and 11 interceptions, and had a QBR rate of 103 even. Some reason, somehow, some way, I don't know, that didn't get a Pro Bowl nod. They gave it to Matt Stafford instead. But this year, he's 5 away from matching his total interceptions last year. So he had to cut that down. His interception in this game against the Cardinals wasn't even actually his fault. Bo Melton slips on the grass, and simultaneously the ball is thrown, of course, and I forgot who's the Cardinals DB ends up intercepting the ball. But I'm like, when I'm seeing he throws that ball, man. Last year, I want to say he threw that ball. Actually, forget last year. Both of these years, now that I'm seeing him throw this ball around, it's like a mixture of Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. He throws that back shoulder throw well, but the way he throws it is kind of some way Brett Favre throws the ball. It's like kind of like a gunslinger, and that always leads to a lot of interceptions. So I don't know. He needs to cut the interceptions down, because in Brett Favre's career, that killed him in his last game with the Packers against the Giants. An interception was thrown. Offensive wise, the rest of the offense, The wide receivers, Romeo Dobbs, returning since his suspension in the game against the Rams. He had 2 touchdowns. Christian Watson returning as well after that sprained ankle he suffered against the Vikings. He had a touchdown. Jalen Reed had a touchdown. There's still no number 1 wide receiver, but at this point, everybody's always looking for who's going to be the number 1 wide receiver. I don't think the Packers need to know who the number 1 wide receiver is because all these dudes can get open, and all these dudes are fast, and they run their routes perfectly. So I don't think there needs to be 1. I think everybody wants to be 1 because they see what Justin Jefferson is doing, Jamar Chase. Trying to think of all the wide receivers out there. Stephon Diggs still. Not so much Devontae Adams because he's playing on a crappy ass team right now. He's not even playing. But wide receivers like that, that's what they want from us. But I don't think we're ever gonna get that. It's a smorgasbord of wide receivers that can all catch, all can run fast, all can run their routes, and they're perfect weapons for Jordan Love. The running game can get picked up a little bit, but it is what it is. Josh Jacobs did what he had to do. Defensive wise, they had 3 turnovers. They got 3 turnovers. All 3 of them fumbles, no interceptions. Doesn't matter. As long as you get playmaking on the ball, causing turnovers, I don't care what it is. Interception, fumble, don't care. As long as you're getting it. And I think this is the most turnovers, takeaways the Packers have had since they won the Super Bowl. Not in 2010, but Brett Favre's Super Bowl, 96. I think that was the record. It's the most. So this defense can create turnovers. And that's what the Packers always need. They needed playmakers on defense. The last couple of years, they really haven't had that many playmakers. Getting Xavier McKinney was probably one of the better signings of this offseason when it comes to all the teams. Yes, I said it. When it comes to all the teams. He did not get an interception today, but the fact that he has 5 interceptions through week 5, and I think the Packers had 7 interceptions throughout the whole entire season, is saying something. But next, the Packers have the Strouds, the Houston Texans. Houston Texans are going to be tough. I'm trying to figure out who they play so far. The only team they really played is the Vikings. And they lost to the Vikings. They got their ass beat by the Vikings. But everybody else has been soft served. They played the Patriots. Patriots are nothing. They did play the Bears. They did play the Bears. They beat the Bears. Okay, they beat the Bears and lost to the Vikings. But here comes another test for both teams, actually. Can these quarterbacks beat each other and win? Can the Packers actually... Well, I can't say they put themselves on the map. It's the Packers. America's real team. But as far as the upper echelon currently right now in the NFL, we have the Lions in the NFC, which I don't think they're going to take a dive because of their tight end breaking his leg. I don't think that's going to happen. But you got the Lions, top of the NFC. I guess the Vikings. Buccaneers, maybe. Buccaneers are, I don't know. Buccaneers, they look good at 1 minute, and then they're like, what are you guys doing in the other minute? But, yeah, Packers beat the Texans. They should be in the upper echelon, considered to be in the upper echelon in the NFC conference. And I don't know about Super Bowl contenders, but we going to get there. Not right now. They got to put some more games together to convince me. No, forget putting games together in the regular season. No, you got to get to the playoffs and put some games together to convince me. Because we've been through this already with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Packers can be 13-1, 14-2, whatever. But you got to get, I said 13-1, 13-4, 13-3, whatever, 12-4, 15, 14-2. I'm just thinking of all the records the Packers had in the last 10 years with Aaron Rodgers. No. Forget all that. You got to show it in the playoffs. That's when it counts. But this is a stepping stone. Playing the Houston Texans and Green Bay, of course. So that is an advantage. Let's see. Texans going to be tough. But Packers win. Final score 34-13. whooping the Arizona Cardinals, who I thought was going to put up much more of a fight than they did. The fact that they held Kyler Murray under 100 yards in the first half is something. So, there it is. That's my analysis of the Packers beating the Cardinals. For all my Packers fans that lie in my subscriber base. I don't think I have many. I think I have a smorgasbord of Jets fans, 49ers fans, Cowboys fans. Cowboys. What a joke.